Hello, Abuja. A very, very good morning to you. This is Citizen FM 93.7, and I am Mena. So, I've got some news for you guys today. It's not bad news, so it's certainly something good. Okay? I'll be back with that news shortly. So the news I have for you today is that, Battle of Opinions has been changed to midday with Mena. That's me, you have me Mondays to Wednesdays, 11 a.m. till 12. So we've changed that whole belt to midday with Mena. So do take note of that. Goodbye to Battle of Opinions and welcome to Midday with Mena. I look forward to having a great show and many, many more great shows with you, my listeners, and also my guests. All right, let's get into it. On today's show, the big question we are asking is, should the death penalty in Nigeria be abolished? And what should even warrant the death penalty, the taking of another life? All right, the death penalty has been a topic of discussion for a while now in the human rights community especially and across Nigeria's social and political spaces. All right, while international laws discourage the imposition of the death penalty, Nigeria is one of the countries that still retain the use of the death sentence as a capital punishment. Currently in Nigeria, the following crimes can attract the death penalty: armed robbery, murder, rape, treason, terrorism-related offenses, in some states, kidnapping. In the northern region, where Sharia law is applied, adultery, blasphemy, and homosexuality also carry the death penalty. Some people believe that the death penalty should be abolished because it does not carry any strategic weight to effectively scare or put off hardened criminals that carry heinous acts like murder, forcible rape, sexual assault, and armed robbery. So these crimes are still prevalent in the society, even with most having the death sentence attached to them. Some, on the other hand, some people believe that grievous crimes should carry a mandatory death penalty. But you have to ask, what is the scope and limit of grievous crimes or most serious crimes? And those words are often used under international laws as well. Let's take a quick break, and when we come back, I will be introducing my guests who will be giving us more insights on this topic. Do stay with us. Welcome back to Midday with Mena. You're listening to Citizen FM 93.7. The big question we are asking ourselves at this hour is, should the death penalty in Nigeria be abolished, and what warrants the death penalty? Okay, on the show I have with me Joe West. Joe West is a lawyer, and I also have with me Hassan Yusuf. Welcome to the show, and thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having us.
Okay, you're welcome. Okay, so I'll start with you, Joe. What are your thoughts on the fact that people are still persistently calling for the retention of the death penalty, and that even capital punishment should further be expanded to include crimes like kidnapping and corruption?
Thank you. Good morning, Abuja. Good morning, Nigeria. My thoughts on the fact that people are still calling for the retention of the death penalty can be, I think the reason is that the present situation, security situation, and the present uprise in crime rates is what contributes to people's emotions as to why should somebody leave after committing some kind of crimes, like crime like murder, brutal murder. There are some brutal murders that happen to people close to you that you will not want anything else but the person that committed it dying as well. So this is why most Nigerians don't see it feasible to abolish the capital offense. I think that is one of the major reasons why.
Hassan, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, firstly, I would say we must realize that the laws of Nigeria are a common law derivative. It is important that we have it at the back of our minds that it is these laws that kill men who kill. It is these laws that class acts, omissions, and the likes as capital, attracting capital punishment. Now you must understand that in common law, back in those days, the early times in Britain, in Europe, I don't want to say Britain because in those days, when the Hammurabi, when they started codifying laws, these were brutal societies. The societies were quite unbearable. We simply inherited what we call the penal code. I think it's a hybrid of what you have from Pakistan, the criminal code. It's a hybrid because that's for the north. As for the south, southern part of the country, we have the criminal code. And yes, these are the two principal legislations until the advent of the Administration of Criminal Justice Act in 2015. Now you must understand that the laws were not necessarily indigenous. They aren't exactly what we gave birth to as a people. I would like to say this. Nigeria is, for all intent and purpose, a communal place, historically. We're not a people given to wanting to kill one another for reasons of... So, more than anything else, the way we go about punishing crimes that are heinous and capital in nature will make you swear by some deity of sorts, and you just, it's more of your conscience. We don't go after the physical individual with that approach. So this is something we should have at the back of our minds when we want to discuss the crimes of, the punishment of death.
Yeah. Do you think the death penalty deters crime more effectively than a prison sentence?
I cannot say it does, because there is a preponderance of authorities all around that it has not... It's not like we are sitting here and we are thinking about these things. It's research.
Yeah.
You get to find out from so many authorities that these things aren't... the death penalty isn't really curing the society.
Hassan, you really think that you have to go into research to find that out? That heinous crimes are not being curbed with the death penalty attached to most of, the ongoing frequent criminal activities?
Phil, you know the makers of these laws had it at the back of their minds that they wanted to have that problem solved. So if it is not solving